Q1 is equal to n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. So this is the formula of Q1. What is the number of given observation? 10 is the given number of observation. 10 plus 1, 11 divided by 4. You will get the answer as 2.75 items. In a given set of data, the number of frequency repeats, and that number is what? Your mode. Hello everybody, I'm Divya, lecturing Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Mysuru, the Temple of Excellence. Today I welcome you all for session 4 on your chapter number 5, Measure of Central Tendency. So without wasting our time, let us look into the topics. The topics for today's discussion: quartile, mode problems, formula and solution. In the previous class, we have discussed about the median and the problems on median, discrete series and continuous series. In today's class, we will be discussing what is quartile is all about and what is mode is all about. Moving forward, so what is quartile? The word itself says quartile are the measures which divide the data into 4 equal parts. So, if it is a distribution, the entire distribution will be divided into 4 equal parts, and that is called as what? Quartile. So, each portion contains equal number of observation. So, there are 3 quartiles, namely Q1, Q2 and Q3. The first quartile is denoted by Q1 and it is also called as what? Lower quartile. It is also called as lower quartile and it has 25% of the items. And the second quartile is also called as what? Median. The second quartile is what? Q2 and it is also denoted by Q2 and it is also called as what? Median. So 50% of item below it and 50% above the observation. So Q1 is also called as what? The lower quartile. Q2 is called as median. Moving forward, Q3, that is quartile 3, Q subscript with 3. Quartile 3, it is called as upper quartile and has 75% of the item of the distribution, below it 25% of the above item. Thus, Q1 and Q3 denote the two limit within which central 50% of the data lies. So, you have to calculate Q1 and Q3. So, if you calculate Q1 and Q3, it will be very easy for you to compute Q2. Moving forward, calculation of quartile. The method for locating the quartile is same as the median. So, we used to locate median. So, the similar way is quartile. So, in case of individual and discrete series, the value of Q1, Q3 of an ordered series can be obtained by the following. So, what is the formula? The formula will be Q1 formula will be what? Q1 formula n plus 1 divided by 4th observation or 4th item. So, this is the formula of Q1. So, what is the formula of Q1? Q1 is equal to n plus 1 divided by 4th observation. So, this is the formula of Q1. And what is the formula of Q3? The formula of Q3 is equal to n plus 1 divided by 4 into 3. So, 3 multiplied with n plus 1 divided by 4th observation or 4th item. So, this is the formula to compute the Q3, quartile 3. So, what is the formula to compute the quartile 3? It is 3 n plus 1 divided by 4th term or 4th item. Moving forward, we have formula for Q2. So, what is the formula for Q2? As I have told you, if we compute Q1 and Q3, it is very easy for us to compute what? Q2. Q1 is also called as what? Lower quartile, and Q3 is called as upper quartile. At the same time, median is called as what? Q2. So how to compute Q2? How do we get Q2? So if we subtract Q3 minus Q1, we will get median. So Q3 is also called as median or equivalent to median. Moving forward, let us take up one problem and discuss how the quartile calculations can be done. Calculate the value of lower quartile. So what do you mean by this lower quartile? It is nothing but your Q1. So you have to compute Q1 quartile 1 from the data of the marks obtained by 10 students in an examination. So 10 students who have attempted the examination, they have scored certain marks and that marks is in front of you. So let us calculate the quartile. So 22, 26, 14, 13, 80, 11, 35, 45, 12 and 32. So the number is not arranged. So in the median also, while we are solving, we arranged the numbers in an ascending order and then we have solved the problem. So here also will be solving the problem by arranging the data into ascending order. So ascending order, small number to big number. Arranging the data in an ascending order. So the order will be 11, 12, 14, 18, 22, 26, 30, 32, 35 and 41. So what is the formula? For Q1, it is nothing but n plus 1 divided by 4th item or 4th size or 4th observation. So what is n? How many number of series we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So what is the number of observation? The number of observation will be 10. So 10 plus 1 divided by 4. So it will be 11 divided by 4. So the answer you will get it what? 2.7 fifth item. So what is the 2.7 fifth item in the given series? It is your second and third series. So because 2.75 we have. So it is second series and the third series. Now how do we get the number? So the formula will be second item plus 0.75 multiplied with third item minus second item. So let's keep this as it is. Second item, what is second item? 12 is the, so 12 is the number second item given plus 0.75 into third item minus second item. So what is third item? 14 is the third item and 12 is the second item. So 14 minus 12, it will be what? It will be 2. Okay, so if you multiply 2 into 0.75 and add it with 12, you will get the answer as 13.5 marks. What is the lower quartile you have got? That is 13.5 mark is the answer. So how did you get this? By solving this. I'll explain it again. So we have solved lower quartile. So what is the formula for lower quartile? N plus 1 divided by 4th item. So what is the number of given observation? 10 is the given number of observation. 10 plus 1, 11 divided by 4. You will get the answer as 2.75 item. So what is 2.75? It will be between 12 to 14. So you have two numbers in between. So how do you get the answer? So this is how you get the answer. Second item plus 0.75, third item minus second item. So what is the second item? 12 is the second item plus 0.75 into 14 minus 12. So what is the third item? What is the fourth item? Third item is 14 and what is the second item? Second item is 12. So 14 minus 12 into 0.5. If you add it with the 12, the answer you get is 13.5 marks. So the answer you get is 13.5. Moving forward, now let us understand what is mode is all about. So if you are in a market, you wanted to know what is the most frequently used trend in the shop, what is the most frequently used shoes in a shop. If a consumer comes, what is the most frequently purchased shoes in the market, in a shop? You wanted to know that. So why this frequency is there? In order to know what is the number of occurrence, what is the repetitive occurrence that is there. So in order to calculate that, in order to know the number of occurrence or number of frequency that repeats, we have a technique in measure of central tendency, that is your mode. So in a given set of data, the number of frequency repeats, and that number is what? Your mode. Mode is what? The value which has the maximum frequency in this series. Suppose we have a series 2, 6, 4, 6, 6, 8, 2. So what is the number of series that is repeated in a given data? 6 is the number of series that is repetitive in the data. So what is that 6? 6 is a mode. It is represented by Z, or it is also represented as this MO, M naught. Consider the data set 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5. How many number of series that has been repetitive? The number of series that has been repetitive 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 and 5. 4 is the number of series that has been repetitive. So what is this 2, 4? 2, 4 is nothing but your mode. So the mode for this data is 4. So 4 occurs more frequently twice in a given data. So as I have said, in a given set of observation, the number of frequency repetitive, the number of data in a frequency that repeats is called as what? Mode. Moving forward, in continuous series, so that is your individual series. So if individual series is given, how many numbers that repeats more, that number will be mode. But in case of continuous series, how do you locate mode? So let us look at that. So in case of continuous frequency distribution, modal class in the class which has largest frequency. So what is this modal class? So in a given set of frequency, in a given number of frequency, which is the highest frequency, that frequency will act as a modal class. So mode can be calculated by using the formula. So what is the formula? The formula is MO is equal to lower limit plus D1. So what is this D1? Difference between the frequency of a modal class which is preceding number. So that is D1. So what is this D2? Difference between the frequency in a modal class which is succeeding to the frequency. So when we solve the problem, we will understand what is D1, how we'll take up D1 and D2. So what is this H? H is nothing but the class interval. What is the difference in the interval? Suppose 45 to 50. So we have class interval 5. So H acts as 5. So when we take up the problem, I will explain you how to solve the problem. Calculate the value of model workers family a monthly income from the following data. So what is given? Income per month is given and the cumulative frequency is given in the data. So what is given? Cumulative frequency is given. So what we have to do now? We have to convert the cumulative frequency to frequency table and then substitute the mode formula and calculate the mode. So what is given here? Less than 50, less than 45. So the data is not arranged and at the same time they have given more than or less than. So they have given less than values. So we have to convert them into continuous series. So how do we calculate that? So it starts from less than 15. So less than 15 means the difference between each series is what? 5. So 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 35 to 40, 40 to 45, 45 to 50. So this is how the data has to be arranged. They have given less than series. So we have converting that into your continuous series. So what is the difference between the data? The difference between the number, it is 5. So 5 10 to 15. So next to 5, if we take up lesser the 5, it will be how much? 10. So 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35, 40 to 45, 45 to 50. That series goes on. And it also, they have given cumulative frequency. What is this cumulative frequency? Cumulative frequency means adding. So they have added the data. So we have to convert that into frequency. How can we convert? So this is 4. 4 minus 12, it will be 8. So on, moving forward, so we are converted that into frequency table. 40 to 45, 35 to 40, 30 to 35, 25 to 30. So we have converted that, and we have also converted the cumulative frequency into frequency. So 4 minus 12 to 8, 12 minus 30, 18. Okay, 30 minus, it is 60. So 60 minus 30, it will be 30. So 80 minus 60, 20. So adding, we are subtracting it, and then we will get frequency. So with the help of this data, let us substitute the value and solve the problem. The value of the model class lies. So how do you get model class? The formula will be MO is equal to lower limit plus D1 divided by D1 plus D2 into H. So as I have told you, first what we have to calculate, first we have to look into the modal class. What is that modal class? So highest number in the given frequency. So what is the highest number in a given frequency? 30 is the highest number in a given frequency. So with this 30, lower limit will be what? 25, upper limit will be 30. So the difference of this will be how much? 5. The class interval is 5. So we have got H, that is 5. We have got lower limit as 25. So what is this D1? As I have told you, D1 is nothing but the difference between the frequency in the modal class preceding to the frequency. So 18 will be the preceding one. So this is D1 and this is D2, which is succeeding number is D2, preceding number is 18. So D1 is how much? 30 minus 18. 30 minus 18 plus D2 is 30 minus 20. So if you calculate this, first solve the bracket part first and then multiply with 5 and add it with 25. So 25 to 30 will be the class interval. By inspection also it can be seen in that modal class. Lower limit, as I have told you, it is 25. So D1 it will be 12, D2 it will be 10 and your H will be 5. So using this formula, the answer, if you substitute 27.273 is the answer that you get by solving this problem. So let us look into the interpretation. Thus, the modal worker family monthly income is rupees 27.273. So what is the income? 27.273 is the income that is there. So this is the last most popularly used measure of central tendencies mode. So as I have told you, for repetitive things, to know the frequency, to know the changes, to know the trends and the demand happening in the market, mode is the best method used to calculate the changes and the demand. Moving forward, so we are in the conclusion part of this unit. So in measure of central tendency, what is measure of central tendency? It simply means average. So in measure of central tendency, we summarize the huge data. Whatever data we get, it will be in a large quantity and we summarize those data and interpret in one single value, and that is called as an average. The most popularly used averages are mean, median and mode. So most popularly method method of measure of central tendencies are mean, median and mode. So in median we have quartile deviations. So arithmetic mean, as I have told you, it is a sum of all the observation divided by number of observation we get. So in the last class, in the previous sessions, we have discussed about assumed mean method, direct method and step deviation method for each series, individual series, discrete series and your continuous series. So your ungrouped data comes under individual series, your group data comes under discrete and continuous series. And next we have discussed regarding arithmetic mean. Sometimes it is important to assign weights. We have also discussed the assigned weight. So weighted arithmetic mean, because sometimes it is important to know what is the weight of each average. Moving forward, we have studied median. So what is median? Median is nothing but the middlemost value of a given data or a given set of observation which divides the entire data into two equal parts. So central value of the distribution will be what? Will be your median. Next, we have discussed in today's class regarding quartile. So what is quartile? Quartile which divides the data into four equal parts, and we have also discussed the Q1, Q2 and Q3. Q1 is called as lower quartile, Q2 is called as median and Q3 is called as your upper quartile. And we have also discussed the various formulas how to compute Q1, Q2, Q3, and we have also discussed one problem. And in today's class we have also discussed what is mode. Mode is nothing but the value which occurs most frequently, the number which repeats in a given set of data, and that is mode. So under individual series and continuous series we have solved the problem. So in your examination, if they give you directly continuous series and the frequency, what is the highest value in the frequency, that will be the modal class. The number which is preceding is called as D1. The number which is succeeding it is D2. So take up the value, upper limit and lower limit, substitute the values to the formula and you can locate the mode. That's it for today's class. Thank you so much for joining me. Smile is the biggest jewel you can wear. Keep smiling, stay fit, stay healthy. Thank you.